downtown Port-au-Prince, and we're at a site of a place that was like a 5-story building, and it's just rubble. It's so sad, and my battery's gonna die on my video diary camera right now, but I want to show you something just to get an idea of this rubble. Look at this. Right over here, that's a car trapped under there. Haiti has been in the international spotlight. One statistic you've probably heard is that this is the poorest country in the Western Hemisphere. But how did Haiti get so poor? And what can it do to pull itself out? Well, one really cool project that we found is trying to break the cycle of poverty. And ironically, it all starts with garbage. Every morning at 6 a.m., these workers hit the pavement to pick up garbage. Then it's back to the plant to be sorted. But first we had another road challenge on our hands. We need to get to the top of this hill, which is destroyed. So we've decided to go up this hill by foot. It's way easier. I have my friend with me. Hi! Where are we, Chris?
I think we're in the sorting station. It's like a recycling area where they kind of sort plastics and metal and paper. Hopefully we'll get to see them making the briquettes here.
A huge part of Haiti's population relies on charcoal to cook food and boil water. That charcoal comes from trees. As a result, the entire country has been stripped bare. The briquettes are made mostly of paper, and they're burned instead of charcoal. They pump out 1,000 pucks a day, and these are way cheaper than charcoal, which means a lot in this economy. Okay. I'm getting one-on-one training in briquette production. So far, so good. Look what I did. Once the paper's mashed up, sawdust is added to make it burn better. Then it's time to mix. Mélange, mélange, I'm mixing it. Gosh. I have to do it harder, apparently not doing avec force. Force. Haiti may be a long way from recovery, but these briquettes mean cleaner streets, more jobs, cheaper fuel, and a healthier environment. And the people doing the work are incredible. This really is an inspiring story. It's a great example of taking a small, simple idea and making a massive positive change. It really makes me wonder, what else could we be doing with our garbage? Merci beaucoup tout le monde. Merci, merci. We went right into downtown Port-au-Prince, and what used to be a canal, these canals run all throughout Port-au-Prince, and it was like a canal filled with water, and now it's just full of garbage. There's hardly any water in any of the canals. When we set up to shoot there, people started yelling at us. The amount of hostility was incredible, and people started yelling, "No photo, no photo, no photo." And I lifted the briquette, and it was instantly recognized. And the minute people saw me doing a throw with the briquette, everybody started gathering around and smiling. And it's so interesting because that briquette became like a symbol of love and a symbol of hope in a background of garbage and poverty. There's never been a housing crisis like the one happening in Haiti right now. Over 1 million people are displaced, their homes destroyed. Now, being a poor island nation, new construction materials are scarce. But one resource post-earthquake that Haiti has no shortage of is rubble. Building homes and a little muscle. Once it's a manageable size, the rubble is brought to the build site. In many cases, families are getting a new home on the exact spot where their old one stood. Building one new home uses up the rubble from 4 destroyed houses, 1 bucket at a time. All right, and I just dump it in?
Yep, just dump it right down. That's all you gotta do. See how easy it is? Now you're making a rubble wall. Now you're a bucketeer. That's how he does it.
To make it look like a regular wall, the cage gets a coat of fresh cement. What we're doing now is we are going to smooth out this whole surface like you see here behind me, and we have the local mason here who's trying to show me. Alors comme ça?
Yeah,
comme ça?
Okay, okay. Yeah. Well.
Okay, snap my wrist. Okay.
Hey, you're getting there, you're getting there, you're getting there. It has to be 1.5 inches thick. So they will do that all day long for several days to get in 2 coats to get it to build out that much to protect the wire from corrosion. Hey, there you go. See? Yeah.
Voodoo is a big part of Haitian culture.
Yes.
Do you incorporate that into your homes?
If you are an adherent of the voodoo beliefs, you need to be able to completely close your home up at night because you fear evil spirits will come in. So that's affected the design of the home now. It's a more closed-in home.
Now we're just about to go meet a family who actually lives in one of the homes, but we're kind of trying to fight daylight here. We've got about 20 minutes left of daylight.
What I like about this family and about this place, the whole goal was, and this is what they were living in, and so they've been able to move out.
Oh, so they lived over there in that tent, and now they live over here in the permanent home.
Eric!
Bonjour Eric, comment
Bonjour,
ça va?
ça va très bien?
Je m'appelle ALIYA-JASMINE.
Très tout.
Enchantée.
Oui. Donc avant ça, avant le séisme, je vivais dans une maison. Mais après le séisme, je vivais dans cette tente-là. Bon, maintenant, ça me rend très heureux parce que j'ai une très belle maison.
Est-ce que ça s'est changé ton vie de quand tu étais dans une tente que maintenant que vous avez une maison?
Bon, maintenant, ça me rend très heureux.
So he's so happy that he lives in a house because he thinks his house is absolutely beautiful, and he thought that he was going to be living in a tent forever because he didn't have the kind of money it took to buy a house. So he's forever grateful that he lives in this beautiful house with his wife. Avec votre femme.
Oui.
In this country, a place to call home, no matter what it's made of, is at the top of every family's wish list. But to think that a new Haiti can literally rise from the dust of the old, I can't think of a better symbol for hope than that.
It's beautiful, man.
We took out the doors we had and we put in those.
Qu'est-ce que tu penses? Est-ce que c'est belle, les maisons?
C'est vraiment joli.
C'est bon pour Haiti?
Oui.
Oui. Francisco, who lives here in Haiti, our security, who is displaced as well. He lost his home in the earthquake and is now living in a tent. Was just saying that it's beautiful and they need a lot more homes like these, permanent homes here in Haiti. There's a lot of people who still live in tents, and he thinks it's beautiful and he thinks it's a great thing for Haiti. So I hope he gets one day. Over 250,000 lives lost and an incomprehensible amount of damage. No one could have ever imagined the level of destruction. But one thing is for sure, it's not over.
The hazard is still present.
Eric Calais knows the ground in Haiti better than anyone. Sandwiched between the North American and Caribbean tectonic plates, the country's being squeezed from all sides. So the first thing that Eric and his team did was go to the one major fault line in southern Haiti that everybody already knew about. The problem is that when they got there, they realized there was no damage, no cracked earth at all. That meant that there had to be another fault that was responsible for the earthquake. But where was it? That is where we're headed now. As we've seen, much of Port-au-Prince is still in ruins, including Eric's old office.
So this was a 2-story building. You can still see the first floor here, and the second story was this one.
So even though he can't actually predict the next big earthquake, what he can do is look for other new fault lines and then check out the soil in those areas, because the quality of the soil is key when an earthquake finally hits. Seismic waves travel through dense soil and rock at high speeds. When those same waves hit softer soil, they slow down. This makes the wave size increase and the ground shakes more violently. This explains why some parts of Haiti were destroyed more than others. So if Eric can find unknown faults, then the towns nearby can prepare for what might be the next big earthquake. Once you find out that an area is especially vulnerable, can you still build and rebuild there?
It is still possible to build earthquake-safe structures. Engineers may have to decide that in some areas you cannot build structures taller than 2 stories, for example.
You hear all the stories on the news back home and you just think people are going to be really, really sad. But what you realize is that there's a level of pride here and people are very protective of each other. And I think it's part of Haitian culture to just be very proud and to hold your head up high and concentrate on the good and still live your life, because life goes on. And that maybe when you come from a country with a history of struggle, you realize that it's a new day. and life goes on, and you need to see the positive, and that's kind of the vibe here right now. Massive tragedy, but life's going on, and we're finding great solutions. So.